You guys are looking at the awesomest stove ever built in the world. This thing is amazing. It is hand built and it is welded together. It's a bunch of old scrap metal, some old rebar, and a really old 45-gallon oil drum. And the guy who built this really knows what he's doing. This thing is a lot bigger than my current stove at my tent, and it's both front loading and top loading, and it has a hatch where I can barbecue and I can bake things. I mean, it's not a really deep hatch, but I could easily bake some rolls in there, some bread, some bannock, no problem. I can barbecue steaks. I could pretty much do a whole chicken in this thing on the barbecue rack, a small chicken. And these things are unique to the north. They're really awesome. They're really thick, and you just don't find something like this anywhere else. And I was really fortunate when I ran into this guy. I was out Christmas shopping, and I knew I wanted one of these stoves, and he was parked there by one of the stores I was going to go into, and I said, "Oh my God, that's the stove guy!" And so I went up to him and made him an offer for the barrel stove here that you see, and he took the offer, and it wasn't cheap, I'll tell you that, but it was worth it. I'm really glad to support local. He lives in the Northwest Territories, and this is what he does pretty much full time. He just collects old scrap metal that he can find, and he refurbishes it and makes them into like one-of-a-kind stoves. So this barrel stove I am so excited for. I've always wanted one. I think it's going to make the cooking in my tent that much sweeter. This one that you're looking at here is like an old safety box that was discarded by a hotel. He took that and he made like a little stove that's perfect for a really small tent. So he's innovative, and he's got a passion for what he does. And I tell you, this was I bought this 2 days before Christmas, and it did dip into my funds a little bit, but I thought it was worth it. So I'm really excited about bringing this to the tent. Now, one thing I do have to do is I have to have a really hot fire in this thing before I bring it to the tent. So that way I can burn off, I guess, the odor that would come from the paint. He paints these things black. So that's what we're gonna do today. Check out this cool knife that I got for Christmas from my girlfriend. It's a Damascus knife. The blade is. It's got really cool designs on the steel. I don't know how they do that. I don't know if any of you guys know how they do this, but it's beautiful. And then look at the handle here. The handle is made out of bone, and it feels so good in the hand. Pretty awesome. It's not really a bushcraft knife, but it's definitely beautiful, and I will make use of it starting right now. Well guys, this thing has been going for hours, and I've got it going really hot right now. Nice big flames. I contemplated actually cooking on it this evening, but I think it needs a little more time. It really does need to season a little bit longer before I can cook on it. So when I go to the tent next, which will be next week, I will be bringing the stove out. I will be swapping out my old stove. I'll be putting this in, and I will be cooking on it. Maybe it'll be a bologna and mustard sandwich, fried bologna, or maybe it'll be a ribeye steak. I don't know yet. All I do know is that I'm really excited to use it. I think it's going to take me a little while to fine-tune it, to know exactly how this thing operates and what's the best way to get the most amount of heat out of this thing when I need it, and how to cool it down and all that. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, you like this video, and you want to see me actually use this thing out in the bush, like I said, I'm going to the tent soon. So if you hit subscribe and you hit that bell, you'll know when the video's coming, and I'm hoping to have it up in about a week or so. And I just can't wait to get it out there. It's just another step towards making, you know, the old tent shack that much better. And like I said, I've been waiting a long time to get a really cool handmade stove like this, and I'm really excited to use it. So I just want to say thanks to everybody who watched, and if you like this video, hit the like button. I really appreciate it. Thanks everyone. I'll see you really soon.